Hello everyone. On this video we will be taking a quick look at increasing and decreasing intervals of a graph. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what the two mean, a graph is increasing on an interval when it is basically headed up and to the right. For the interval from A to B. Okay, now this isn't an ordered pair. This is actually where your x value starts here and ends here. Okay, now a graph is decreasing when it is headed down and to the right. For the interval from A to B. Alright, so I'm going to draw a graph so you can sort of visualize what those two mean. Okay, so if we have our XY axis, we have our X and we have our Y. So let's say we have a graph that looks kind of like this, where it starts here at A and it ends here at B. Okay, so you notice for this portion of the graph, it goes up and to the right. Okay, so we know it's increasing. Oh, actually, to better explain this, instead of making that end B, make the origin B and make that C. Okay, so we can see on this interval it's going up and to the right. Now at some point, like maybe right here, it varies per graph, you have a slope of 0. So it's not going up and to the right or down to the right, it's just a slope that's 0. And from that point on down, it's going down and to the right. Okay, so we see that from A to B, see x equals A to B, it's increasing. On the interval from A to B, but we can also see that where that slope is 0, now it's decreasing. So it's decreasing on the interval from B to C. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward when you're looking at increasing and decreasing. Alright, so if you're still writing, feel free to press pause, but we're going to go ahead and move on to our next page. And actually, you're not going to do any more writing. I'm just going to show you graphs and show you where it's increasing and decreasing from there. Alright, so if you look at this graph here, you want to determine the intervals where the function is increasing. Okay, so you can see with this graph, from this point to this point, it's increasing. Okay, so from x equals 0 to x equals 3, that's your increasing interval. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next one. All right, so again, you want to see where the interval is increasing. You could see that from this point on down, it's decreasing, and from here on down, it's decreasing. It's only increasing from x equals -2 to x equals 0. Oh, sorry, let me move that up a little bit. All right, so once you figure out where the graph is increasing and decreasing, it's pretty straightforward. All right, so let's look at where the function is decreasing. Okay, so with this one, you can see that it's decreasing from where that arrow is all the way down. So that arrow lets you know that it's going to keep on going forever and ever and ever. So even though it's slowly moving further and further over a specific x value. So that arrow lets you know it's starting from -infinity and it stops at +1. Okay, so that's the first decrease. The second one, you can see, is decreasing from x equals 4 and all the way down. And again, when you see that arrow, that means it's going forever and ever and ever. It's not going to stop. So with this one, your decreasing interval is from -infinity to +1, or, remember that little or symbol there, or like a little u, from x equals 4 to +infinity. Okay, so those are your two decreasing intervals. All right, so let's move on to our last one. Okay, so now we want to determine which interval is decreasing. Okay, so again, you can see here, starting from x equals -5 and ending at x equals -2, it's decreasing. Okay, so it's also decreasing from x equals 2 all the way down to infinity. It just keeps on going. Okay, so you can see that the decreasing interval is from -5 to -2, or x equals -2 all the way down to +infinity, or all the way up to +infinity. Okay, since it's still going down and to the right forever and ever and ever. All right, so hopefully this made sense, and I'll see you on the next video.